Hi everyone, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm just coming by tonight to share some more books with you that I have picked up. This time I made a trip to a different thrift store. It wasn't Goodwill. It wasn't Salvation Army. It wasn't my local little one in my town here that I go to that I've told you about. It was another one I go to in Greensboro. It's kind of a chain in Greensboro. I don't know if they're all over the place, but I don't go here a lot, but I hadn't been there in a while, so I went by this week and found these books. So let's just get started with a flip through. I want to welcome you to my channel today. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and a little bell so you can get notified of my next video. But I like to share books because I love books. And, you know, sometimes they're for my collection, sometimes usually they're for my journals. So anyway, here's a stack here that we're going to go through tonight. I picked these up pretty quickly because I was actually out on my, kind of like my lunch break, but I had to go to the doctor this week for my hand, which is a lot better. And if you watched my last couple of videos, I mentioned how I got stung by a bee or something and my hand was all swollen. So my lunch break, I kind of ran out, went to the doctor, and then just ran in these stores real quick because I had hardly any time left, really. I only had like set minutes to run in and run out. But I quickly went through the books and found these. So I thought these were really cool, and I loved them when I saw them. This is it's called a Little Irish Cookbook. And first of all, this is a dust cover, and I thought that was cute. And the size, you can see it fits in my hand. So cute. And I was like, oh, this would be the cutest little cookbook journal. But then I took off peeked behind the dust cover. And so I'll show you, it's the same picture actually on the book. And that's what I really love when I have a cute, pretty picture on the front of the book. I just love that. I mean, I won't have to do anything to this cover to turn it into a journal because it's just so cute. And so then I like to look at the copyright, which I didn't look at yet. I don't remember looking at it. So it's 1986. Okay, so it is a little vintage mini cookbook here. And let's see what's inside. I'm not sure. I think I looked at the pictures quickly, but like I said, I only had a few minutes. So yeah, there's some cute little pictures in here, and they're in color, and aren't they adorable? Scones, apple jelly, very pretty, and actually they look very retro, some of them. The jam and jelly one, and that's pretty, kind of vintagey looking. And I mean, it is vintage. It's not like but it's not 70s. It's 80s. What I say, 86. So, but really cute. They're not. They're kind of flat, as far as or matte, not shiny pages. So that's cool. Here's a lobster, and just really awesome. I love it. So yeah, I think I will be making a little. I know I will be sooner or later. Making a little mini cookbook journal out of this. That'll be fun, and it will be adorable. So cute. So yeah, got a little ham on the front, some Brussels sprouts. So cute. I love that little book. Okay, so that was one. And then another cookbook I found, and this one looks pretty new, but I just love this picture. Let me show you the front real well. There's the front. And then the spine, it's called Favorites from Our Table. Here's the back, measuring spoons. I'm trying to think, is this, let me see, it's scratched up on the back. I'm trying to see if that's part of it, or is it actually scratched up? It doesn't feel scratched up, but I don't know. It might be scratched up, or that might be just how it's supposed to look. I'm not really sure. The front doesn't look like that, but whatever. I think it's cool. So it's a binder. It's got 3 rings. And got a nice chart here on the inside. And it's got this neat little plastic kind of protector or thing to keep it, you know, flat and organized, I guess. So that, and then, okay, so the copyright is 2012, so certainly not vintage and fairly new. So, but I just really, you know, I see binders once in a while, and I don't buy them all. I don't, you know, if there's not something, if they're not really old, like the Better Homes and Gardens, or even if the Better Homes and Gardens are new, I buy those. But if these type, if I run into a newer one like this that I've never heard of before, I don't buy it unless there's something special about it, you know what I mean? So like this one had these really cool dividers. Look at this. And they're so pretty, and they're kind of vintagey looking. Oh, this has a scratched look too, so it must, maybe it's supposed to look like that on that back, have like a scratched look to look more vintagey or something. So anyway, it had these really cool, pretty dividers. And then the pages are like cream colored, so I like that. And then it has, well, it has a knife, fork, and spoon here at the bottom and top. And so I just really like the look of the pages. And then the dividers are all really cool looking. Here's another one with a scratched look. So yeah, I guess it's supposed to look like that. Cool. I'm glad it's not scratched for real. Mixing bowls, aren't those pretty? And they look very, I mean, it has a very vintage look to it, even though it's newer. And I just really like that. It's so cool. So that's why I picked this up. Definitely want to make a little cookbook journal out of this. And, you know, the pages do have little pictures on them here and there. Like this. Cookie cutters. There's a rolling pin that looks like a soup tureen. So cute little pictures on some of the pages. That's cool. Here's a pretty, oh, this is a really pretty page with the recipe cards, and they have handwriting on them. A rolling pin, a whisk. Very cute. Breads and rolls. Very cute. And then there's the dessert section here. Oh, isn't that cool? That is like a cake, or, I mean, I think it's probably like a pie server, technically. But I had a server like that for my wedding cake. My wedding cake server looked like something like that. Cute. Strawberries, a little card down here. The layering on here, isn't that pretty? So cool. And here's a couple more dividers back here. Some more pages with the little pictures. And let's see what these dividers, oh, look at the cookie one. Old-fashioned cookie cutters. Wow, that is awesome. Cookies and candy. So cute. I hadn't seen it, but look at the layering. The rick-rack. So cool. This is just giving me ideas now for layering. Isn't that awesome? And here's another one with the layering. Like antique or vintage little mixer, and so cute. Oh, this and that. Here's a this and that homemade ice cream. And let's see what's in the back here. We've got just the regular pages and a little, right here, pantry basics. So it's listing things that maybe you need to think about having in your pantry. If you're first stocking your pantry, maybe that would be good if you, for newlyweds that needed to know what they need to get for their pantry. Your spices. Cool. Vegetables and fruit, and cooking timetable. So cute. Here's a pretty page here with the fruit on the bottom. Really cute. Okay, and then look at the back. See this? I wouldn't have to cover this up. So pretty with a chart here. So really neat. I'm glad I got this one. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now on to the next one. So exciting. You know, because I pick them up real quick, I don't really get time to look at them in the store. So this one was on Birds of the World. Of course, a bird book I'm going to pick up and see if I want it. This was from a library. Cologne, I don't know where Colonia is, but it says Colonia. This is pretty. Golden Library of Knowledge. Is that what that's from? It doesn't say that on the outside, but it says it here. The Golden Library of Knowledge. I'm trying to look at it for copyright too while I'm turning the pages. I haven't seen one yet. Let's see, it's got to be down here. See what the last one is. 1958 right there. Let's see, 1949. So I guess the latest one is 1958. Golden Press, New York. And here we got some pretty cardinals over here, the female and the male. Isn't that cool? Here it says male and female. Okay, I wasn't reading that, but of course everybody knows the male is the more colorful one. So yeah, this is cool. And it does look Golden Book-esque as far as, you know, how they have their cool vintage pictures and illustrations in their books. And I love the look of any Golden Book dictionaries or encyclopedias. So I didn't know this was made by Golden Book till right now, but Golden Press. But you can see pretty birds all throughout. Here's birdhouses in the back. I love this. Hummingbird. Okay, and here's the library pocket in the back. That would be cool to leave in there. When I make this into a journal and I have this in the back. Isn't that cool? Colonia. I don't know where Colonia is. I've never heard of it. It doesn't say a state on here. I don't know if it's from North Carolina or not, but here's the back. I like the orange too. It really makes, I just love that. The color, I like, you know, bright colors on the front if I can have them. Okay, so we've got one more book and 3 Ideals magazines. This was really cool. Another cookbook. Just how I happened to hit the jackpot of cookbooks, I guess. But Better Homes and Gardens Junior Cookbook. Love this. And the red and the black and the gingham. So cool. And so it's the Junior Cookbook. And here's the back. Awesome. That's so pretty. I love it. So, and this little retro lady here, a girl. And let's see what we can see about for beginners, cooks of all ages. Here's some retro looking kids here. They look 70-ish to me. So let's see, copyright here is 1972. So that looks like the only date they have here, so it must be 1972. So let's just flip through and see what it looks like. I hadn't seen one of these before in person. I think I may have. I don't know if I've seen one online either. So really cool. I mean, I've seen other, you know, children's cookbooks. I just don't know if I've seen this one. So utensils, some cooking pans and pots and pans and things like that. Colors are neat. Look at this. Very 70s colors here. I love the bright colors down here. This is really neat. Pink. Circus Time Lemonade. Isn't this neat? Look at even the hamburgers look retro. Why is that? I don't know. But it's really cool. I love it when they have the big blotches of color like that, like color blocking. So, yeah, pancakes. Very cool. Here's looks like depression glass or some kind of like old glass plate there in the picture. So you get the idea. Here's an deviled egg plate. I like it when you watch 70s shows on TV and they have you see the kitchen like in a 70s show and you see the things that were from the 70s like in the kitchen if you look at the countertops and things like that. I think that's cool because I'm not looking at the people, I'm looking at, oh, what's on their countertop. So cool. Or I'm looking at their clothes, and the men wearing plaid pants, and or the 70s plaid couches and things like that. I think they had I think plaid couches were in the 80s too, actually, early 80s anyway. Yeah, I think it was still plaid. You could still get plaid couches in the early 80s. This is pretty. Picnic in the backyard. Isn't that cute? Very groovy looking couple there. So cool. Even the index page is cool. The pink lettering here. So awesome. Okay, another awesome book. Okay, so the Ideals books or magazines I found there, they have like a little clearance table, and these were in the clearance section, and so I was like, oh cool. And I had a little chart there that said these had little pink dot on them, pink sticker dot sticker, and the pink dot sticker meant 25 cents. So I got these for 25 cents each. So they're Ideals, and I think these, I can tell these are not as old as some that I have because they're smaller. They are not small, but the older they are, the bigger they are. And this one's ripped a little on the front here, but that's okay with me. I was thinking about making journals out of these and kind of making like a magazine journal where I can fold this in half, or I could fold it in half this way. I have to just experiment and see which way works better. But in that case, I could cut this off. Even though it has a tear here, I wouldn't have to use the whole page anyway. I could cut this right off and still have plenty of cover left to use. And so let's see if we can find the copyright real quick here. Let me see if I can read this upside down. See, the end is 10/20. Okay, let me just turn it around real quick. These probably are all about the same time frame, so I'll just read this one if I can here. 19, 10, 20. I think it's 1972 possibly. I think it's 1972. I'm reading Roman numerals, so I always have to add and subtract. You know how you do that with Roman numerals. Add and subtract the L's and the N's and the X's. But yeah, I think it's 1972, and so that's a vintage. I knew they were vintage, but I just I think I have some 1960s, and they're bigger. In the 1950s, the Ideals magazines are bigger. So let's see what we got here. This is the family, it's called the Family Cookbook. And so we've got some very pretty food, cheese here, and food pictures, and the pages are cool in here. I like the font. Here's a cool little recipe up here. So yeah, this is nice. I like this. There's another picture here. So cool. I don't have any like this, so this is very, very cool. Got some little pictures here and there, some little black and white pictures. So these will be great in journals. Oh, look at the hot cross buns. What do they call them? Hot cross buns. Cool. I thought maybe they had another name for them. But sponge cake. It's pretty. Look at the dish. That's a pretty cake stand. This is pretty with the flowers. Look like marigolds maybe. Oh, pumpkin. Love pumpkin pictures. The pumpkin pie. Those look like blackberries. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, isn't that a neat cookie jar? That's cool. I love that. pretty with the blues. Very neat. Okay, I love that one. This one is Candy Cookbook. I bet this is going to be pretty. Here's one of the stickers I was talking about. I guess it was orange, so maybe the orange was 25 cents. But here's the front, here's the back. Back of this one, yeah, they look the same. So neat front with the candy. That would be a neat cover for a journal. And then really, you know, this is going to be some cool, pretty pictures with all the different candies. Look how pretty. The colors, pink and green and yellow. And the glass containers. Very cool. With these. Chocolate painting. Okay, cool. Something I would never do. But, ooh, don't, oh my goodness. That looks delicious. Chocolate. Here's some more chocolate. Very pretty. Lots of pretty pictures. That looks good. I bet that's sweet though. Oh, those are pretty. Let's see. So yeah, these were worth 25 cents each, right? What is that? Marzipan? Taffy? It says marzipan. Yep. Easter baskets. Isn't that neat? Easter bunnies. They look like chenille. Some fudge. What is this? Not sure, but that looks good. Oh, look at the pink candy. Pink fudge or something. Very neat. And the containers. Here's some more pretty containers. That one with the flower, a tin or whatever that is. It's a tin, yeah. Oh, what's this? Some dolls. Sorry, he looks kind of creepy, but he does look kind of creepy, doesn't he? Upside down. Maybe because I'm up looking at him upside down. Maybe it looks better on your side. Oh, look, here's a clown lollipop. Cute. I like the wallpaper here. Let's see. Oh, caramel popcorn. Very cool. That's the Candy Cookbook. Okay, so they're all cookbooks. I don't think I realized that. I just saw ideals and I was in a hurry and I just grabbed them and left. Went to the register. So farmhouse cookbook. That's cool. So we've got a farmhouse dining room here, kitchen. There's the back on this one's blue. And we'll just do a quick flip through. So this is a little appetizer maybe plate. And I like looking at the dishes or the containers. They're so cool. Little chicken back here. That's a neat jar. Look like stuffed onions. They are. Stuffed onions. I have never seen that before. I've never even thought about it. I mean, I do love onions, but I've never thought about making stuffed onions. Cute picture up here. Very neat. Some pretty dishes. Interesting wood, a lot of wood, shelf or something. Wood, more wood. Huh. Interesting. Pecan pie. Very vintage. Okay, so this is it for today. I'll have more books for you another day. Hope you enjoyed those, and I Thank you for joining me with the flip through of those. I think they're really cool. I'm glad I got them, and I can't wait to make them into journals. So I'll see you next time, and have a good night.